How I decided to make 2 paper tulips and 2 handmade roses? There is something wonderfully calming about sitting down with a few sheets of paper and letting your hands shape them into flowers. One afternoon, I decided to create 2 paper tulips and 2 roses. All completely handmade, no plotter or cutting machine needed. Just simple tools, a bit of patience, and the joy of crafting. I began with the tulips. Their structure is clean and elegant, so they make a perfect project when you want something beautiful without complicated steps. I printed or drew the tulip shapes on colored paper and followed the lines carefully with my scissors. Each petal section came together smoothly. Once the pieces were cut, I glued them one by one, letting the shape form naturally in my hands. As the petals curved inward and the layers built up, the tulip came to life. I repeated the process for the second one, enjoying how each flower looked slightly different, each with its own personality even though the steps were the same. The roses required a different approach, but they were just as satisfying to make. Instead of cutting detailed petals, I started with 3 simple circles for each rose. I folded each circle in half, then folded again along the lines to create soft, natural-looking segments. When the folds were opened and shaped, the circles transformed into delicate rose petals. Layering the 3 folded circles together created a full, rounded bloom. It's always surprising how something as basic as a circle can become a rose with just a few folds and a bit of shaping. I made the second rose the same way, letting the paper guide me as I curled and arranged the petals. For the leaves, I used paper in the same color family as the flowers. I drew a gentle leaf outline along the edge and cut it out by hand. You can create any leaf shape you imagine, from long and slender to short and rounded. If you prefer, you can also use die cuts, but drawing them freehand gives each leaf a unique charm. Once the leaves were ready, I attached them to the stems, completing the look of each flower. By the time I finished, I had 2 tulips and 2 roses, all made from simple materials and shaped entirely by hand. There is a special kind of satisfaction in seeing flat paper turn into something dimensional and expressive. Crafting like this reminds me that creativity doesn't require fancy tools. Sometimes all you need is a pair of scissors, a bit of glue, and the willingness to try. Happy crafting?